So this is a test of the Emergency Broadcasting Network. Right now, what I want to bring your attention to is IP version 4. And I'm going to give you a simulated IP address, and I'm going to tell you how IP version 4 works in its most basic forms. So my address where I live is 39599 Cedar Lane. Okay? In English, we write that as 39599 Cedar Lane, Pearl River, Louisiana 70452. But as you can see right here, I have now written that backwards. Well, that's the way IP version 4 looks at IP addresses. So 23 may be the number of my computer, 1 may be the number of my department, 168 may be my division, and 192 may be the number of my company. This is an example of what we call an internal IP address. All right. Now, when we were growing up and going to grade school, we started learning what we call the decimal system. The decimal systems include the numbers 0 through 9. Does everybody remember that? I'm hoping everyone is saying, oh yeah, we remember that. And that 0 through 9 is actually 9 digits because a 0 is nothing, right? 9 minus 0 is 9. 0 plus 1 is 1, okay? If we add a 1 to a 9, it becomes a 10. If we add a 1 to 999, it becomes 1,000, okay? If we add a 1 to 255, it becomes 256. Well, here comes the correlation in terms on IP version 4. In the decimal system, we have an infinite amount of numbers. So we can go from 0 to total infinity, and then we can go through 0 all the way through negative numbers all the way to infinity. All right? Now, what makes IP version 4 a little bit easier is that we are only allowed to deal with the numbers 0 through 255. Now, here comes the kicker. In the decimal world, that would be 255 numbers, correct? Really, in the decimal world and in the IP version world, that's 256. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, 0 through 255 in the IP4 version world is really in the decimal world 1 through 256. The reason we're covering this is because 256 is a base number that we can all relate with, and that the way binary is set up, we can go down the road from the number 256. It's like the center of a spoke in a wheel. No matter where we're at in IP version 4, 256 will get us anywhere we want to go. So it's a beginning number. If you use the number 255, you would not be able to divide it, multiply it, or anything because you can't get anywhere with it. But with 256, and that's one of the nice things about IP version 4 is that you are able to go anywhere in the IP version 4 world. And I'm going to give you some good advice. I'm going to tell you that it's very nice that all I got to do is either divide by 2 or multiply by 2. And that's how simple this really is, dividing by 2 and multiplying by 2.